During the pandemic, fraud skyrocketed. The FTC published data that showed that identity theft tied to government benefits in 2020 increased by 2,920%. So, not even like 30 or 40%, almost by 3,000%, right? 2,920 is the exact number. And along those same lines, credit bureaus obviously have been breached. The Equifax breach, happened some years ago. And so the whole process of questions and answers to prove who you are, it's no longer secure. What we're doing is simply the digital equivalent of what every American does to open up a bank account, which is you take a selfie, we compare that selfie to the photo on the government ID. And in an environment where, identity theft has just skyrocketed, it's really, really important in order to keep people safe. The vast majority of folks who go through our service at federal agencies, 90% are going to go through the self-serve process. It takes a few minutes and they're finished. About 10% of folks will need to go through this video chat verification experience. This is what we saw when we turned on the selfie step, at unemployment agencies, just like clear fraud, like this guy who came through. You see some really creepy stuff like this one. Probably don't want to look at that like before, nighttime. I mean, obviously fraud. This is creepy. And when we first turned it on, we didn't see this on like a little bit. We saw this on 2% of all the attempts. There are alternative ways to interact with virtually every federal agency that we support. The second thing is that we've never been in favor of being like the only way to get in. So it's not a matter of like policy or ideology, it's a matter of execution. Like, is there a public sector option that meets the government's own standards that also has these equity features that can serve historically disadvantaged communities? And the answer is no at the moment. Unlike Europe, which can have like a mandated centralized ID, in the American model, it should be more like Visa and banking. Like, here's the standards. As long as you can meet the standards, folks should be able to pick who they want their login provider to be. We have all these active controls to prevent social engineering, and they are incredibly effective, but there is still some small percentage of folks who will go through them. Across, federal agencies and across state workforce agencies, everybody is a target for these scams.